Hello and welcome here inside the Heritage Room inside Odell Arena on the campus of Taylor University. My name is Rick Johnston and I'm the play-by-play announcer and director of sponsorships here for the athletic department. Joining me today, Jody Martinez, the new women's basketball head coach. Jody, welcome to Taylor.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it.
First week here on campus, you've had an opportunity to work out with the team. How have your practices gone with the Trojans?
It's been good. The thing that impresses me the most is the energy level. I know it's like the honeymoon kind of stage of just excitement, but the attention to details, their effort, they're hungry. And so that always helps the coach when you get that kind of energy level from a team.
What attracted you to Taylor?
Well, I'm very familiar with Taylor, being a Bethel grad, as well as coaching there for 16 years, as well as an athletic director. I just always had great respect for the way Taylor's, the family theme, just the emphasis on Christianity, just the whole, there's a unique thing about Taylor. Just as soon as you drive up into the campus, something special. And you always thought that. I mean, I've always gotten along with the administration, with the coaches here. So when the opportunity of the head coach position opened up, and I've communicated with Kyle Gould, the athletic director, I felt like a bond was formed right away with him. And so with the private faith-based institution, with Taylor being one of the best private schools in America, it just attracted not just me, but Sonia and my daughters as the next journey in life to be the head coach here.
Your coaching resume is really, really impressive. 17 seasons as a head coach, 16 at Bethel, as you mentioned, just north of here in Mishawaka. 1 year as the head coach at Southeastern in Florida. Over 400 wins. You've won over 20 games in all but one of your seasons as a head coach. 8 trips to the national tournament, 5 Elite Eights. And before you got to Bethel in 1998, they had never had a winning season. What type of coach is the Taylor women's basketball program getting?
Well, I would hope that after 1 week here, the players could even answer that question for you. I just want to bring excitement on the style of play. I just want the girls to be all in, not only on the basketball court, but off the court as well, with their spiritual life, their academic, and athletically. And I think once you buy in with the all-in attitude, you're destined for great things. No matter what the scoreboard says, you're destined for great things. And I think the girls got that right away on Monday. And when you get, when you bring a new vision, sometimes change is a good thing. But everything's been falling into place. It feels like every day I've been here has been an affirmation that my wife and I have made the right choice by coming to Taylor.
Offensively and defensively, how do you want your team to play next season?
Well, we're going to start with defense. Even though when you watch us play, you're going to think that I'm an offensive-minded coach. And that's okay. That's because we'll get so many shot attempts up. But we are really defensive-minded. And I know it's kind of funny to say that, but when I was at Southeastern, my team shot over 1,000 threes. Well, that's because of the fast pace. So we're going to be very scrappy. We introduced defense. I introduced defense yesterday to them. And so it's kind of like, okay, we got a lot to learn here. But they're ready. And so we're going to full court press. We'll mix up the traps. We'll mix up containment. And then offensively, we'll run and gun. We'll run some structured sets. But we want to put defense on their heels. And so to do that, you got to go fast. And you already got a shot clock of 30 seconds. You got to play somewhat fast. You got to push it up. But what we're going to do is just mix it up on defense more than we do offense. And hopefully it creates opportunities. Now, after 1 week, I say all that, but I won't get a great indication about the talent versus the system until we start working out in September and October.
You mentioned your playing career at Bethel, very decorated there, a member of the Hall of Fame up there at Bethel. How big of an influence was your time at Bethel College on your faith journey?
Well, my last 3 years there, my head coach was Mike Lightfoot, who just resigned after 30 years as the head coach. But Coach Lightfoot was also my high school coach. And so he was always somewhat a father figure for me from high school on to college. And I would say Bethel planted the seed of salvation, planted the seed of what a personal relationship really should look like. But one of the greatest gifts I got was meeting my wife my junior year, who came from a very strong Christian Baptist upbringing. And growing up Catholic, I just noticed that there was something different. Even though my family has a personal relationship with Christ now, but they're still Catholic in terms of denomination. But Bethel really kind of got me to understand how to read the Bible, how to, what you read, apply it to life. But Sonia and her family were huge in that journey in my spiritual life, as well as Coach Lightfoot and his family.
Let's talk about your wife.
Sure.
She was obviously a very good player at Bethel during her day as well. But she plays a really big role for the team off the floor, maybe bigger than most coaches' wives. What exactly is your role with the girls?
Sonia came from a coaching family. Her father coached many years, 30 plus years. And Sonia was also a head college coach from 92 to 96 at Bethel. And during that time, she was an elementary teacher. So you can imagine teaching elementary and then go to college basketball. So her passion has always been there for student athletes and kids. And so what we do is, when we got married, we knew we both wanted to be coaches then. And then what we said, we're going to make it a ministry opportunity to impact lives. And so when I started coaching women, I did men first for 7 years. And then in 1998, Mike Lightfoot asked for me to come over to Bethel to become the girls coach for them. And so what Sonia and I did, what we do is we impact their lives we do a monthly Bible study in our home. But then Sonia also does something special by becoming a mentor, opportunities for them. And I would say between 3 to 5 girls take advantage of that one-on-one time with her. And it's totally confidential. Sonia does not tell me anything that they talk about in the Bible studies or in the one-on-one mentoring program. And as I'm a coach, and I need to focus on that, I don't want stuff in my head looking at that player, oh, they're struggling with that boyfriend issue again. You know, I don't want to change that relationship of coach-player. Sonia's the intimate one. Sonia develops them. Sonia equips them with their off-the-court lives. I'll still be a spiritual leader on the court and when we travel in the hotels and all that with our devotionals. But Sonia has the opportunity to really get into them. And we love it. I mean, the players that we've coached love that relationship.
And lastly, what's your vision for the Taylor women's basketball program, not just for this year, but for the future as well?
Well, right now what we're talking about, after we talk about this week, is we've been looking at the banner that's in the gym. And the last time Taylor has won the Crossroads League was 1998. So I was, if we can get it done this year, that'll be 20 years. I'm in my 20th season coaching, and I happen to be the 20th coach in the history of Taylor. So 20 is a significant number, and we want to live up to that expectation. So we're going all out right now this year to win the Crossroads League. You win the Crossroads League, you're automatically at Nationals. And that's the reputation the Crossroads Leagues has done in the years past, winning national titles, getting to the Final Four, Elite Eight, as you read there. But ultimately, the long-term vision is to be one of the best teams in America.
Jody.
Simple. Just real simple.
Real
Just
simple.
Be the best. Be the best.
Jody, welcome to Taylor.
Thank you, Rick.
Good luck the rest of the week. A couple more practices before the girls take finals, and then before we know it, the ball goes up here in October, and your first season Taylor head coach will begin.
Right. We're going to try to enjoy summer so my family can join me, but then we'll get focused in September with preseason.
Jody, thanks for the time today.
Thank you, Rick.